Yes, a lot of us, I presume, it's good to be popular because, oh, you're on TV and you're in the newspaper, or you're viral, something like that. So it's like a boost of ego, right? You have 100 or 500,000 views. Of course, you think that, oh my gosh, people are watching me and stuff. So it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but it doesn't mean that 100% of humans on Earth feel the same. Shocking, isn't it? I'd tell you my story.
I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today.
Good day to you all. Today I'm gonna talk about popularity. My experience taught me that being popular doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good experience, because when I was in high school, I had a not so good experience being popular, because I used to sing a lot then, and every time I compete I had to sing in during assembly, and so being popular didn't serve me good. I lost a lot of friends too because of that event, which means that it had a negative effect on me. A lot of my so-called friends or classmates, schoolmates, just stopped talking to me and just look at me in a weird way, and I could not understand why. And when Taylor Swift shared her story, when she was invited to sing the national anthem televised in her whole state, her whole life changed, but in a negative way, because almost all her friends stopped talking to her and her classmates too. She had to actually eat inside the toilet instead of the canteen because people were just staring at her, she said. And so I understood that day that when one star shines so bright, there are three things that would happen. People will be happy for you and will like you. Number two, people will get irritated. And number three, people will find it offensive. My best friend invited me to open a YouTube account. This was at the height of pandemic. We were just bored, and she said, oh, YouTube is good for profit and stuff. And so I said, well, it took me, I think, a month or two to agree with her, because number one, I have second thoughts about being popular. Number two, I need to protect my kids from, pedophiles and stuff like that. We all have different types of lens. Lens means that we perceive things differently. Like, maybe some of you will think that being popular is the most wonderful thing in the world. It's the sure way to be rich, something like that. Popularity will make you do stuff, good or bad. When you're popular, of course, you can generate a lot of money. A lot of people will sponsor you and stuff, and you can use the money for good stuff, and also you can use your popularity for bad stuff also. Well, if you can't handle so much attention, negative and positive, it will take a toll on your mental health, isn't it? It's like public speaking. Some people can do it, like impromptu speaking, and some can't because of the focus and the attention. I guess a lot of us, I presume, it's good to be popular because, oh, you're on TV and you're in the newspaper, or you're viral, something like that. So it's like a boost of ego, right? And yeah, it is a good boost of ego. Look, you have 100 or 500,000 views. Of course, you think that, oh my gosh, people are watching me and stuff. So it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but it doesn't mean that 100% of humans on Earth feel the same. Shocking, isn't it? I think I wanted to vlog about this one today because it's so interesting that another person's take on popularity is different from you or from anybody else. Because I have a niece, she is very, very talented, one of the most talented person that I know of, and she was supposed to have a recording deal because she can play bass guitar so good, and her voice is like Mariah Carey, right? And so we were joking to her, why didn't she push through with that opportunity? And she told us that, she said she's got anxiety about being interviewed by people like Oprah. different types of takes about being popular. There's a lot of people who don't like attention, even if, some of them are actually famous. And the effect of so much attention have a positive and negative effect on, different people. For example, because of my bad experience when I was in high school, well, being popular gives me a little bit of anxiety. You know what I mean? Like when people started friend requesting me on my other account in Facebook, and some people just calls for my journey in YouTube is very very slow, but I like it because looking at my past vlogs, I realized that I've grown so much, especially how I look about things, about my bad experiences or good experiences that I share with you. It makes me a better person, but also I don't know if I'm going to be popular or not in the future, because I'm not sure how long I will be in YouTube. But as long as someone is watching my vlogs, I'll keep on vlogging. I also need your support. The liking and sharing my vlogs, it will help me a lot to know if somebody there is still, listening to me. I guess my bottom line about this vlog is that not everyone thinks that being popular is a good thing. With people like me with anxiety, it's either we can manage it or not, when everybody wants a little bit of your energy. You know what I mean? Like being popular means that you give a lot to other people, attention, your time, and so it takes a lot of grit. They say grit is longevity, and the way you handle things, like the water in the river or stream. The water just flows through the rocks and everything. The bottom line of this vlog is that just because we have a perception of something, a perception of what is popularity, or doesn't mean that it's the same perception as everybody. It's like, oh, I like to be popular because this, and this. Honestly, other people don't have the same feeling as us or the same perception as us, because we all have different effects. Like attention has a negative or positive effect on somebody, and just because for you being popular is somewhat exciting, right? Because all the attention is focused on you. But there are people who actually find it difficult, although they accidentally have it because they're talented, or because they're actors, or because they have a specific talent, so they don't have a choice but to be popular. But to some people, they find it good, yes, being popular, because you can use it for good to influence people. Or there are people who get anxiety with lots and lots of attention because they can't move, or it makes them very uncomfortable. Like, I know people, guys, who don't like their pictures taken. Like literally, my husband's sister, or most of his siblings, don't like their pictures taken. They're very private people, and it was like a shock to me the first time I was here in Australia, because I wanted to have a memento. I was actually so shocked. But this is who they are. This is, there are people who are not like us, who don't think like us, and it's okay. It's alright. That's why my vlogs, actually, I find it very difficult to chew, difficult to absorb. Sorry, especially for people who hasn't awakened yet. What I mean about not awakened yet is hasn't been to what they call the dark night of the soul, which means that you have studied all your faults, all your weaknesses, and you have this awakening inside you. You know that feeling that you understand completely that you were programmed by your parents, with your society, with your religion, your environment, and it has actually no connection to who you are. Like when you find out that everything was programmed to you, you would like to know, who are you really? What do you like really internally? Or do you really like these beliefs? Beliefs are just imprinted to you by your religion or by your parents, by your carer. But is it really, really what you believe in? When I think about popularity, I have given up the hope of me being popular because my vlogs are very difficult to sell. Makeup is very easy to sell because a lot of women, that niche is so popular. But personal development, unless you have PhD, unless you've been in this business for 2 decades, 3 decades, nobody's gonna listen to you. I don't know, but my friend told me that she said maybe I am underestimating myself, because she said that some people can relate to specific people. So I was thinking, okay, maybe there are people like her who can connect to me, who can relate to my stories. My husband will never watch vlogs like mine because he can only resonate with older men. He likes a father figure, and some people would like a friend figure who can share stories. Like me, I can be that kind of person to some of you there. And so that was what I was thinking. Maybe, just maybe, it's not about being popular, it's about people who can relate to me, people who can actually resonate with my stories, with the way I see things. It's like religion. Some religion you can resonate, some preachers you can understand, and some is just there's a disconnect. So being popular is, with my niche about personal development, mental health awareness, my aim is not to be popular. My aim is just to heal one person there, and maybe you can pass along my story, which can heal somebody else. For me, it's like just passing on somebody's story. You don't need to know my name, you don't need to remember who I am, but just like a ripple. One story will make a ripple. That's all I'm wishing for in my channel. So thank you so much for being with me today, and I hope that you'd watch some of my stories, some of my vlogs here in YouTube, and I hope that whatever it is you're healing, I hope that someday you'll get there. Trust me, you will.
Never thought
Slowly,
it would be so
but
hard.
surely.
I grew up without a scar, just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want. Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so bad. I wanna stay